Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1-day chart. We're sitting here just under 57 cents. It was another green day for XRP, but again, no real price movement. Now, people are saying traditionally September is a bad month for crypto. I think it's going to be different this September. We got the Fed finally cutting rates, the DXY continuing to drop, and when the DXY traditionally drops, it leads to a rise in crypto. I think we're going to see a good September, but we got to wait and see what happens because nobody really knows what this market's going to do next. But I'm optimistic for this month. So now it looks like Ripple wants to level the playing field at the local banks. SMEs are increasingly expanding their businesses, but struggle with cross-border payments. Local banks can transform these global payments challenges into growth opportunities with efficient, transparent solutions. And they just put out a new white paper. You know what I like about a level playing field for the local banks? The local banks aren't the ones that are talked about on the mainstream media news. That's JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and so on. But the local banks make a difference in their local community. They're the ones giving out mortgages and giving out small business loans. So if Ripple wants to help them level the playing field, I think that's a great idea. On top of that, if one of these local banks start utilizing RippleNet technology and XRP to offer real-time payments, all of a sudden, the bank up the street is going to have to do the same thing, or they're going to lose customers, and so on. And this could lead to mass adoption. But I really like the idea of Ripple doing this. Ripple doesn't just want to help banks make cross-border payments. It wants to make world's assets liquid. If Ripple has its way, it will do more than knock out SWIFT. It will have found a way to move money like information. Now, back in 2017, this article came out, and Ripple's vision has not changed since then. They built a better Bitcoin. They are still striving to become the Internet of Value. They're still partnering up with a lot of banks. I think since 2017, there's been a lot of growth for Ripple. They put a lot of rails in place all around the world. And I think once those rails go live with XRP, I think that will be the flip of the switch moment that we're all waiting for. Because the banks are not going to stay on the system they have now. Everything's converting to digital. Everything. Digital payments, digital money. And that's going to continue to happen because we're now in the digital age. And the banks that jump on board with that first are going to always get the upper hand on the competition. But Ripple has never changed the direction that they're going in. The only thing they did along the way is push towards tokenization and custody. And they're looking more and more like a central bank all the time. Pump or dump, Ripple to unlock 1 billion XRP today, September 1st. And we all know this is coming. And again, we'll most likely drop a penny or two. Then the news will come out that Ripple locked back in 800 million tokens and the price will adjust back up. But this happens every single month. And we're going to get all that same FUD once again. Look at Ripple dumping on the XRP community. At this point, it's like you already expect it. It's not even FUD anymore. Boom. XRP is taking over Asia. XRP Ledger logo lit up for Seoul, Korea to see during the hackathon. Ripple is absolutely crushing it in Asia. And I think Asia is going to help XRP start to really move in price. I think it's all going to start by the end of 2024. But 2025 is going to be even bigger. So that's interesting, Uphold. Trading in XRP has been halted on Uphold. Now, some people said this is not widespread, that it's only affecting some people, not everyone. But these are the things you got to pay attention to. You know, remember when Coinbase kept going down as Bitcoin was achieving a new all-time high? You could expect the same thing to happen once XRP starts achieving new all-time high after new all-time high. And that's why you always have to have a plan. Even when you plan to cash out, you know, you gotta hope that the exchanges are still up and running at that time. They always seem to have problems when everybody's trying to cash out all at once. But you know, the Uphold, it's strange because Uphold is also partnered with Ripple. So why would trading ever be halted on XRP? I don't understand that. There can't be a liquidity problem at Uphold. Let's at least hope not. Ripple could pay the fine faster. I am angry. Why Ripple wants the litigation to drag on. This is madness. So rumors, Ripple has already paid the $125 million to the SEC, and a major announcement is expected to be published next week. But right now, it's just rumors. There's no facts that actually back that up. And I just hope we get the news that the SEC is not going to appeal. That could change things very fast. Most likely, we will get that news at some point this month as well. The behind-the-scenes conversations they don't want you to hear. Institutional adoption of crypto is happening faster than anticipated. These are high-level conversations that shape my worldview on crypto. Listen closely. The institutions are using DLT now. Take a listen to this.
I'm assuming that the audience wants to know what are the key so whats. And the key so what is that global institutional adoption is tracking much faster than you would think. If you read the press, you would think blockchain and crypto is people that have created things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they're building DeFi and NFT platforms and other things. And you would believe, if you read the press, that the big asset managers don't need it and aren't involved. They are. Of the top 50, 52% of them, that's more than half, have a digital wallet or some digital custody or digital trading offering already in place. That includes every Chinese large bank, because they needed their digital wallet support to support ECNY, which the digital yuan, and so on. 42% of them can already offer you and handle digital monies, which includes CBDCs like ECNY that I just mentioned, but it also includes stable coins, for example, a Tether or a Circle. And about a third of them are also beginning to get involved in digital assets or digital commodities, which includes the Bitcoin ETF. So the BlackRocks and the Fidelities of the world have already launched their Bitcoin spot ETFs. But there's a whole world of other people, including people with names like Goldman Sachs and Citibank and JP Morgan, who may be saying they're very anti the space, but in practice, they're very actively involved underneath the surface of the BlackRock IBITs or ETF. So again, they may be saying, I'm JP Morgan and we don't really need any of this. But the truth is JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs or Citibank is actually building a business right now that's built on top of distributed ledger technology or Bitcoin and blockchain and other things.
So you see that the institutions are already building out in the background. Now, the Bitcoin ETFs, like I said, there's no real value there. What that allows these institutions to say is, hey, look, guys, I'm in crypto, but you're really not in crypto. Why don't you just go buy Bitcoin to, just buy and hold actual Bitcoin? I don't understand the idea of holding ETFs because we know you can't borrow against them. And why would you even want them on your balance sheet if they don't have any value to borrow against? That makes no sense to me. Now, we know that they're all getting involved with DLT, and I know BlackRock is really here for the tokenization. That's going to be the next boom in crypto. And ISO going live, that's going to be huge as well. People could downplay it all they want all over X, all these retail investors. I honestly think a lot of them are getting paid to try to shake you out of these ISO cryptocurrencies, because these are a handful of currencies, a handful of cryptocurrencies that are going to move the world's money. They're going to help the world push into the digital age. You know, I always said, you hold all three X's, XRP, XLM, XDC, because you got XRP for the banks, XLM for the people, and XDC for the world trade. And they're going to make a massive impact on the world going forward as we push through the fourth industrial revolution. Beyond that, QNT is a definite hold. HBAR, Casper bringing the fourth and fifth industrial revolution together. Algo's great. IOTA. There's a few more beyond that. Velo, Stronghold, you know, DAG. I could just keep naming them. But if it doesn't have utility, it's not for me. If it's ISO compliant, it's for me. If it has real world use case, it's for me. I never seen the value in Bitcoin. You know, why invest in something that's old when you have something new right in front of you? Then there's this. 1X looks like XRP. It's over. So you see, this is a robot that's supposed to help you do daily functions around your house. And when you look at the logo, it looks just like the XRP logo. And then if you look here, you see they're in San Francisco Bay. Who else is in San Francisco? Ripple. But this is humanoids for the home. And you know, I said it in a video just the other day. I said, wherever you think we're at with AI, we are so far beyond that. Because all you got to do is watch movies. Whatever you see in the movies is most likely how far we actually are with AI. And I want to see where this goes from here. Ripple CTO drops clues on XRP and XLM price correlation. So Schwartz openly admitted, I have no idea what factors drive the price of XRP. This statement might seem surprising coming from one of the key architects of the XRP ledger, but it might highlight various market factors at play, influencing XRP's price action. So he says he has no idea what factors drive the price of XRP, but he says the only real objective data point I have is that XRP tracks the price and market cap of XLM incredibly well over all time frames. So we all know that XRP and XLM run together. And David Schwartz is probably wondering the same thing that Brad is wondering. Okay, we got clarity for XRP. Why the hell didn't the market reward that already? Why are we not sitting well above $1 already, or even above $5 already? But one thing is for certain, if you want to double dip on your investment, definitely hold both XLM and XRP. And if you really want to get a head start on the other XDC, it's sitting at a very, very undervalued price right now. I think the 3Xs are a must-have is what I'm telling you. There's only one economic reality that matters for the next 10 years. Boomers are retiring. Boomers don't have enough cash saved. Boomers own a ton of assets they'll need to sell for cash. Millennials, Gen Z don't have enough cash to buy their assets at the current value. Now everybody's talking about the great wealth transfer. So what retirement savings look like for older Americans who are not retired? Nothing. 20% have nothing. Less than $10,000, 15%. 10 to 49, 50K, 13%. 50K to 100K, 10%, 100K to 300K, 16%. And it continues to go down. So $1 million or more is only 7%. Now, in this great wealth transfer that's about to take place, one thing that I didn't really point out is that a lot of the houses are going to end up in the hands of BlackRock or companies like BlackRock. Remember the reverse mortgage? Remember when that was the big boom and it was all over the TV, all those ads? I wonder how many reverse mortgages are still out there. All of a sudden, the parents pass on and the kid's like, oh, I'm going to go get the house. Well, then they find out that their parents had a reverse mortgage and now it's owned by some big corporation. But you know, I don't even think these numbers are correct. I think a lot of people's savings are gone. You know, a lot of people's 401ks are gone due to inflation. And even if you look at it, you know, from that point of view, how many people actually have money in the bank to hand down to their children? That's why I always tell you, you know, if you want to break away from this, you gotta invest. You gotta hold crypto, but not just any crypto. Cryptocurrencies that are the future, like XRP, the rest of these ISO cryptocurrencies. Because once you get generational wealth, not only will you never worry again, your children will never worry again, your grandchildren, and so on. That's what you're building for when you're holding these cryptocurrencies. That's why I always urge you, never sell all your XRP. Sure, take profit, nothing wrong with that, but never sell your entire bag. And you know, until it all happens, you gotta stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.